A few days ago, Shenzhen held a large-scale matchmaking event for thousands of people. Interestingly, many women arrived at the scene only to find that almost no men showed up. Naturally, everyone wondered, why was this? In fact, men have long understood the reality of the situation. For men with good economic conditions, they simply don't need to attend such matchmaking events, while men with average economic conditions may not achieve any favorable outcomes even if they do attend. Think carefully, and it's clear, truly outstanding men rarely enter the matchmaking market, as they likely have plenty of opportunities in everyday life. And those men who rely on matchmaking events to find partners are often the ones who don't understand how to attract women. Sending a man who doesn't know how to pursue women to chase after the most selective women in the matchmaking market, isn't that a joke? Therefore, men shouldn't always think about trying their luck at matchmaking events. Many people now agree with this saying, a matchmaking event is like the evening vegetable market, where all the good picks are already taken, and what's left are the unwanted leftovers.
You lose. Damn, boy, you know it's getting bad when the men are not even showing up at China's dating events. I'm like, and they're known for throwing these. They've been doing this for years. Damn, fuck going on over there. Let's get into it. What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Ron back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. And by the time you guys see this, I should be in Thailand. So it kind of made me want to react to this when I came across this. So this popped up on my feed a few days ago, and be honest with you, I was a bit surprised because based on my knowledge and a little bit of what I've seen on YouTube, China is known for throwing these kind of events. Asian culture in general, if you check out other countries, because I know they do this in Laos and a few other Asian countries that I can't really think of off the top of my head. But I always saw this as a cultural thing. So when I came across this and found out that no men, or virtually no men, showed up to this event, and this was supposed to be one of the biggest dating events supposedly in this area of China, I was a little bit shocked to hear about it, and I was kind of wanted to dive deep as to why, and maybe see if there's some similarities as to why. Based on what you saw in that intro, that definitely sounds familiar. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it.
Here's a new update for everyone. Recently, a large matchmaking event in Shenzhen, with a turnout of thousands, surprisingly saw almost no men in attendance. Many women were left extremely disappointed and filled with questions. Why are men no longer attending these matchmaking events? On this topic, an older single man shared his thoughts. He described the matchmaking event as resembling a vegetable stall in a market, where the produce has already been on display for some time. The remaining vegetables aren't fresh, don't look appealing, and their taste has greatly diminished. In his analogy, these leftover vegetables are of average quality, which is why they remain unsold on the stall. What's even more frustrating is that these leftover vegetables are priced very high. Men without money can't afford these leftover vegetables, and men with money aren't interested in them. What are everyone's thoughts on this matter?
It sounds like y'all are dealing with the same dating, what we like to call hoflation, that we're dealing with in the United States. You got a bunch of average women who don't want to date on their level. They all want the top 10% of men. And the top 10% of men, especially financially, are looking down at these women and saying, I'm cool, or I'll entertain you, I'll smash and pass. And they're just going to deal with the more attractive looking women. That seems, y'all seem to be dealing with the same shit we're dealing here in the States. We got a lot of average, below average looking women that want top tier men. And the top tier men are like, I don't have to show up at these events because all of y'all are in my DMs, or all of y'all are in my stories. Yeah, y'all sound like I'm going through the same crisis.
深圳王婆说媒活动空无一人。
Has everyone heard? Recently, there was a highly anticipated matchmaking event called the Wangpa Matchmaking Fair, held in Shenzhen. Surprisingly, this large-scale matchmaking event was almost deserted. Only a few spectators showed up near the end of the event. This situation has left people sighing, as not only men were absent, but women also showed little enthusiasm. With the rising popularity of Wangpa matchmaking events in Hunan, more places have started hosting similar events, aiming to boost local recognition and attract more attention. However, at the recent matchmaking fair in Shenzhen, the scene was unexpectedly quiet. This isn't the first time such events have faced similar awkwardness in various cities. For example, at a recent matchmaking event in Hangzhou, Zhejiang, there were thousands of female applicants, yet hardly any men attended. What could be causing men to be so indifferent to these matchmaking events? One older single man openly shared his thoughts. He said, "Why have men woken up now? Because men feel that attending these matchmaking fairs is pointless. Men with good prospects won't participate in such events, while men with less favorable conditions attend only to be looked down upon by women, humiliating themselves at the matchmaking scene." Moreover, some men complain that men are required to pay a fee to attend these events, while women can enter for free. This fee arrangement makes many men feel it's unfair and leaves them resentful toward the event. This recent Wangpa matchmaking fair in Shenzhen has further shaken men's confidence, as they often find themselves looked down upon by women and subjected to unrealistic demands. However, these women seem to overlook their own situations, as if convinced there are over 30 million single men in China waiting for them to choose. Meanwhile, the Shenzhen matchmaking event organizers showed some management oversight as well. Originally planned for noon, the event was rescheduled to 6 p.m. to accommodate office workers after work. Yet this timing change didn't bring in the expected crowd. In a first-tier city like Shenzhen, where the pace is fast and pressures are high, both men and women are busy with their livelihoods, leaving little time to attend such large events. Additionally, some question the intentions behind events like Wangpa matchmaking, as many matchmaking fairs have drifted from their initial purpose of facilitating relationships, gradually becoming commercial events aimed at gaining traffic and catching public attention. Moreover, the event was filled with eye-catching stunts. Some internet celebrity female hosts seized the opportunity to draw in traffic, broadcasting commercial ads everywhere, leaving the men who traveled from afar to sit on the cold bench, waiting around. At a recent matchmaking event in Anhui, one matchmaker even attempted to pair a man with a woman who was 3 months pregnant, which left people speechless. Some women stepped on stage and immediately set high demands, such as seeking handsome, wealthy men with monthly salaries of at least 25,000 yuan and kind-hearted personalities. Some women are already 40 years old, divorced with children, yet still demand men who are good-tempered, wealthy, and attractive, even expecting them to buy houses for them. These demands make one wonder whether they are genuinely seeking a family partner or simply a provider or servant. Such behavior devoid of boundaries and ethics has turned what should be a warm matchmaking event into a chaotic scene, causing many men to lose confidence in the marriage market. Today, many men and women claim they're doing well and don't need a partner, but these statements often sound like giving up self-consolation. Some even package their less-than-ideal lives into a surface of contentment. The general perception among Chinese men in the marriage market is that they lack good conditions and economic ability, making it challenging to handle the pressures of marriage. Meanwhile, many women pursue higher standards, believing they deserve better partners. Today, many women still imagine there are 30 million single men waiting for them to choose from, each woman hoping to find the perfect, domineering CEO or Prince Charming without considering their own reality. How many women are genuinely beautiful, talented, and gentle? On the contrary, many fall far short of these standards. Love is one of humanity's most fundamental emotional needs. It should not be treated as a luxury or a disposable item. However, in today's society, love seems to have become an expensive and quickly consumed commodity, often accompanied by a disregard for responsibility and obligation.
Y'all are literally dealing with the same shit that we're dealing with in the States. This is spooky, bro. Are y'all hearing this shit? They got women, he literally saying they got women over there in their 40s, divorced with children, demanding men provide for them. They're over there seeking providers just like they are over here in the States, even though just like over here in the States, the women over there are doing well for themselves. They don't need a man, but they all want a man to come in and pay for everything. Yo, I don't know how in the hell the United States and China are enemies, but based off of what I'm seeing just from the dating culture, we are dealing with the same sentiments, bruh. So whatever beef there is between our countries, clearly it has nothing to do with dating culture, because man, this is just too similar. It's kind of creeping me out. It's kind of got me thinking like, damn, are Chinese women being influenced by American women? I don't know. Y'all let me think, because that's kind of spooky. I mean, damn, we talking damn near verbatim.
Whether in marriage or love, those who come together should truly understand and support each other, contributing to a shared family. Matchmaking and introduction events were originally meant to help people find emotional connections, yet they have gradually drifted off course. In a society that moves fast and is full of pressure, men and women may need a clearer understanding when choosing a partner. Neither men nor women should view marriage and love as a business transaction. When your efforts go unappreciated and unreciprocated, it's best to cut your losses and learn to value yourself. The most basic principle of human interaction is no more than 3 words. Follow your conscience.
哎呀，以后我再不要去那个相亲角了，知道吧？
Today was truly an unforgettable experience. Brothers, I never want to go to that matchmaking corner again. Do you know what happened? Today was the last day of my holiday, and I thought I'd go to the matchmaking corner in a park in Shenzhen to try my luck. However, as soon as I got there, I was stunned. Shenzhen on a weekend was absolutely packed with people. The whole park was filled with people. It was almost impossible to move. Every corner was crowded with adults, kids, and even elderly folks gathering together, blocking any way to move forward. As soon as I arrived at the matchmaking corner, I hadn't even taken a few steps before a group of older ladies surrounded me completely. The sight startled me. I thought something had happened, but it turned out these older ladies were coming straight for me. They asked directly, "Is your child a boy or a girl? We're also looking for a match for our children, seeing if there's anyone suitable." Brothers, that left me completely dumbfounded. I stood there, thinking, do I really look that old? I'm only 42 years old, yet they mistook me for a parent looking to find a match for my child. It was sheer humiliation. I felt so embarrassed that I wanted to find a hole to hide in. To save a little face, I forced myself to explain to the older ladies that I was actually there looking for a partner for myself, as I'm divorced. Unexpectedly, as soon as they heard that I was looking for someone for myself, even more older ladies gathered around, all enthusiastically inquiring about my qualifications. They told me, "We have a few single ladies here too, who are also divorced from their spouses, now in their 50s, retired, helping their children with life in Shenzhen, and able to cook and do laundry." One lady even directly offered herself, asking if I had any specific conditions, as she could meet them all. So, I briefly introduced myself, saying that I'm 42, working in software development here, and just came to see if I could find a companion for myself. Unexpectedly, one older lady immediately responded, saying she'd be willing to date me. She said she's just over 50, in good health, able to do laundry, cook, and take care of people. None of that would be a problem. Plus, she has a pension and wouldn't ask me to buy a house or car. Just renting a place in Shenzhen together would be enough for her. Although she was very sincere, I still felt embarrassed because I initially hoped to find a younger woman under 30, or perhaps a divorced woman in her 30s. But the reality was, I was surrounded by women over 50, all vying to speak with me, even blocking my way to leave. They even advised me not to pursue young girls, saying they're unreliable, and that I shouldn't be so picky. If I found someone suitable, I should just settle with one of these older ladies. They said I wouldn't be able to handle younger women. They even predicted that if I did find a younger woman, the marriage would end up falling apart eventually. In contrast, they assured me there'd be no problem with them. As retired women, they just wanted a stable companion to enjoy their later years, advising me to find someone reliable to live with. Listening to their brainwashing advice left me with mixed feelings. Eventually, I made up an excuse to escape, saying I wanted to check out other places. Brothers, seriously, never go to those matchmaking corners again. I initially thought I'd try my luck to see if I could meet a woman in her 20s or 30s, but I ended up being hunted by a group of older ladies. Such an awkward experience. Brothers, I really don't dare go there again. It felt too humiliating, too embarrassing. If I actually agreed to date one of those older ladies, how could I face anyone afterward? How could I face family, friends, colleagues, or old classmates? This experience made me realize deeply that I'm not suited to be with someone much older. After all, I still hope to have another child in the future. Besides, those ladies are not young anymore. They're all over 50. While they might be fine women, the age gap is just too big. I simply want a partner around 30 years old. That age difference just feels more appropriate.
That's why blood sugar increases and the feet burn. Did you know that type 2 is a completely reversible condition?
Sigh. Brothers, I feel both awkward and speechless. Do I really look that old? Thinking back, it's almost laughable.
Yo, again, this is this is creeping me out, you guys. I gotta be honest with you. Um, even the older women are displaying the same kind of behavior that the older women do back in the States, where they're pretty much talking down on the younger women and are basically trying to gaslight older men into dating women their age or older, even if these older men may want to deal with the younger woman because they still want to have more children, like the guy that was just speaking. Um, this is one of the things that we discuss in this space where you got a lot of older women, they don't want to put younger women on game because they're going after the same men. Because deep down, women that are in their 40s and 50s, they know that any man that is their age, that is doing well for himself, stable, especially if he doesn't have kids or maybe only has a child and still wants more children, he can definitely get a 30 or 20 something year old because those women are looking to older men for stability. So I'm like, this is why I say, man, I think it's important for guys to like really hit their stride financially, like when they're in their 30s and 40s for sure. And this is one of the reasons why, because your options open a ton. Let's keep it moving.
对不起，我让大家失望的。
I'm truly sorry to disappoint everyone. I honestly feel ashamed to face all the single friends registered with our matchmaking company, especially the single men still waiting for love. Previously, our company promised to host a singles party for this year's Singles Day. Today, I must apologize to everyone and let you know that the singles party won't be happening. Why? Because our ideals are always grand, but reality keeps proving us wrong. Sigh, I think everyone might have guessed some of the reasons. Honestly, I once said with great hope that whether it's love or marriage, both men and women have to put in effort. Looking back now, these words really came back to bite me. Talking about effort, it simply doesn't work at all. I've come to realize that even a free singles party might not draw men to sign up. Up until now, although we have quite a few women signed up, I'd even say they're quite eager. The men who registered are very few, only 2 or 3, and their attendance isn't even guaranteed. I don't know what the issue is. Perhaps high-quality single men are just in too much demand? Could it be that they have no shortage of admirers around them and don't even value this opportunity at our singles party? Moreover, the main issue is that many people don't actively sign up. I have no way of knowing who is single, who is interested in love, or whether those who want to attend meet the requirements.
So, there's really no choice but to apologize again to all the single brothers. I will refund all fees that were previously paid, so rest assured. Your happiness is my happiness, and when the time is right, I will try organizing another singles event.
Yo, this is sad, man. This guy had to give these men their money back because there's not enough men showing up. The women, he said the women seem eager. Another man or a woman said the women didn't seem so eager to be there. Man, maybe this was a different event. But damn, when it comes to these single events, y'all, China is dealing with the same BS as we are. Now, I've covered the dating situation in China before. I want to say maybe about a month or two ago. But this didn't have to do with um matchmaking events. This just had to do with dating in general. But as you can see from these matchmaking events, is definitely translating to that as well. My goodness, bro. I had no idea China had it this bad. Y'all got it. It sounds like y'all got it just as bad as us. Y'all are literally going through the same dynamics, bro. At this point, I'm not surprised y'all aren't having podcasts pop up left and right having these conversations. Jeez. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this, man. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love of support. Make sure y'all hit that bell notification. That way y'all know when I'm uploading. Hit the like button because that's what the algorithm and helps me reach a broader audience. Also, look out for the Travel Vlog channel, Unplugged Traveler. Link is in the description. Until the next video, y'all. Deuces.